what's up everyone? Duquesne23 here with Forge Hub, and today we are taking a look at a seek and deploy map that looks almost dev made. Like, this is an absolutely beautiful map. It is inspired from, Sierra 117 and Crow's Nest Halo 3 campaign missions, and you'll definitely be able to see that whenever, we're walking around on the map. So let's just go ahead and jump in and take a look, because this is a fairly large map since it's for seek and deploy. But yeah, just from the start, you could tell the inspiration from the Halo 3 campaign on everything, and just look at the quality of this entire map here. Just looking at the background aesthetics, they have so many like great looking rocks, and the river looks fantastic, as well as the background mountains there. I also really love how they have, some like rocks in the river. So just, provides like a little bit of like rapids type of things on there. Just this whole thing just looks really, really good. And look at the detail of all of this area here. It's just, I'm blown away whenever I was doing the fly through portions of this. I was just blown away by all the detail of everything. But just look at this, like how the river's coming down right here, and there's actually a waterfall up there, so it reminds me definitely of Halo 3, the waterfalls and stuff going. And yeah, just having a nice little spot where it empties out into this little main river right here. So let's go ahead and keep going up this waterfall area here. We're gonna stay to the outside, so that way we can actually see everything, and then we'll try to move in the middle. This is a little bit of a large map, and it's also kind of intertwines on each other, so we'll figure that one out where we'll be going later. But yeah, look at this. Like, I love it, just small stuff like this that you don't really see on a lot of maps, like a little cave spot right here, a little alcove that you can kind of hide if you're getting shot at while you're coming up here. You can at least hide, hopefully recover some shield and everything as you go fire back over there. So look at all this, just having all the the details of this custom tree here, the roots coming through these rocks, and it's kind of breaking through the rocks. You got rock debris in here. And I love the curve of the waterway. It's not just straight, it's nice. It actually goes down and it curves and goes in different directions. So this whole thing, it just looks absolutely fantastic. The lighting on this, the just overall just aesthetics, the details. We got small things like these butterflies. We got algae kind of forming in the water with some lily pads, and everything looks really, really great. So they have some signage here for B going into that way. A is around that way. We're going to go ahead and stick over to the outer edge here. We're going to go through to B. I love how they have the signs throughout everything, so that way it tells you where the locations are. And this right here, this absolutely just just reminds you of the Halo 3 campaign with this little fan and the grate and everything like that down there. So we don't want to go into the middle just yet. We're going to continue going around, just looking at these maps. Like, this is the type of stuff that you could get inspiration from as you're making your own map. Like, if you're confused on, okay, what do I do, like adding detail to this room and everything, look at stuff like this, like adding these these wooden boards here with some crates and everything like that, as well as changing up the walls and the ceilings and stuff, having pipes going along there. If you have pipes in your map, automatic 10 out of 10 map. So it's just having pipes just going into your map and actually connecting to go somewhere, as well as just other things. Like they changed this ceiling part up right here, just because just so it won't be the monotonous concrete right there. Change it up to metal, and it looks really nice there. So let's go ahead and continue on. We got more decorations and aesthetics and stuff, all these different crates and stuff like that around here. This drops down to a lower section. Like, that's what I was saying. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of places you could go to. Like, look at that up there. So we're gonna go ahead and try to see everything. Of course, we may miss something. Hopefully not. But yeah, looking at this. Okay, so this goes to this bottom section right here. So if someone is watching these staircases right here, you can of course drop down there and then come up through this middle section right here. So let's go ahead and keep looking around right here. Got more aesthetics. This looks like some sort of elevator coming from the top there, like that. You don't have to add a light to that, but it looks really good. Just in case someone does see it, it just adds a nice little aesthetic touch to it. So just all this type of stuff. This looks fantastic with these pipes that are rusting, and even the wall and everything like that is looking like, you know, like there's a lot of moisture on that part of the wall. Did a really good job with this. This is absolutely unbelievable map, the detail. And look at this little overlook right here. Love the Spartan right there. Wow. This looks really good. I love that. Like you're kind of inside a cave portion right there, and it's kind of cut out and you're looking through. That's pretty cool. So there's a little capture point right there. Coming around over here. I don't want to go up. Can we stay down here? Nice. You got little fires there. Very cool. I love that broken part of the wall right there. Looking really good. We got air vents, air ducts right there. Just a lot of different styles of, the ceilings and stuff throughout this entire map. But at least keeping it consistent off of the aesthetic. Like it's a different style. Like, this is different than the last room we were in, but it still looks similar enough to where it works together. So I don't want to jump into there to do anything. So I'm going to just go ahead and run up here so we can continue going on the left side. We're going to go up right here. So there's an exit here. Can you drop in here? Okay, so this looks like a lift to be able to come up here. And look at this room right here. Very interesting room. We got some water splashing down and stuff, and things are like sparking a little bit. That's not a good thing to do, but yeah, look at all this. We got pipes running throughout everything. That's just overall, just this map is such a beautiful map. And here we go. This is another just very reminiscent of, a Halo 3 campaign level there. We got more. Man, it drops down even more. Okay, so does this go into the lift? Let's go ahead and check the lift. Always got to check it to make sure it works well, and it does. So there we go. Drop down here. That goes into the room we were in. Yeah, just like all of this type of stuff. It looks so good, and it looks like Halo 3. This looks like a campaign level in Halo 3. They did such a fantastic job with recreating the style and the feeling of Halo 3 here. So here's the generators and stuff like that going through. I love this style of this, like the ceiling right here with the open, I don't know what to call that, windows, I guess, even though I don't think they have glass or anything like that, but the windows with the sun coming through, you got all these, shadows and everything on the ground. It just looks really, really good right here. So I kind of want to look around. So what is this right here? Is this getting over into... Okay, so this goes back to this area, just a different way to go. So just in case they're watching that little corridor right there, you can go a different way into that area there. So that is really nice and really good to have just in case. I don't know if you can get all the way. It won't let me clamber that right there. I don't think you could get up on top of here, which is fine. It makes sense. You don't want people just camping up there and stuff like that. So very nice there. And look at that. We got a down pelican over there. That looks really nice. I love the debris of the rocks all over the place. Looks really good, as well as the background aesthetics in this area. Oh, there's another pelican right there. So we got another down pelican right up there. And then here's the dam right here. Yeah, this is just so reminiscent of Halo 3, looking at all this type of stuff. The details on the ground and the clutter and everything look so good. Okay, I don't want to go too much in the center. We got to stay outside. Then we'll try to hit the center after that. So here's the dam. On top of that, we got pipes coming through. Just everything is looking fantastic. Just this, wow, look at that with the fog, like the fog from the dam, I guess, the running water and everything. It looks fantastic. It looks so good. And I love, again, the custom trees. They did a really good job with these custom trees here. So that is, I think, it here. Of course, you got this little raft, this little barge, whatever you want to call it. So you can get across this little section here without having to go all the way around. So that is really smart to do that. Let's go ahead and go in this under section right here to see where does this go. I love these tubes, but man, grenade haven right here. You could toss some nades if you're fighting some people here. Okay, so that goes to this area right up here. All right, let's go ahead and keep going to B in this underground, section right here. Which again, look at all the detail on the ground Everything looks so good. I love these giant pipes right here. These giant red pipes. That looks really good as well. And I think we are, yeah, there's that lift there. We've already been to that, and that drops down, and that goes into this area here. So let's keep going over towards B and checking out this. Okay, there's the drop down there. I know we did see that drop down earlier whenever we came through this side here. Now, I don't know if we can get all the way up to there. Let's go ahead and last time we went over here to the left, so let's go straight through here and keep going through this area. And yeah, it does look like you can get there. Got some, metal on the ground. Look at this. Like, look at the terrain work. That's one thing I haven't really mentioned too much on this, but look at the terrain work. Like, you don't really see, like, you got to remember, these are all pieces. Like, there is no terrain editor or anything like that in Halo Infinite. So these are all just like pieces and stuff that you place down, and they did a really good job of masking the lines that, from the, terrain pieces. Like, you could technically see that line right there on the terrain piece, like from this one to this one. They did a really good job, and you could kind of see, another one right here. But if you notice, they put debris over the top of it here, and they put debris here as well to kind of mask those terrain lines. So they did a really good job of that. And like right here, they put some stuff to help try to mask all this right here. So just everything here just looks so good. We got the light with the, some God rays coming through. And then having this light here. So it's kind of like the light shining from there all the way across to over here. Really good job with that. I know we need to drop down. Okay, so this goes from here to over here. So let's go ahead and go drop down since we already went that other way. And check out this little spot. Love the broken pipe here. That's reminiscent of High Ground to me. At least that reminds me of High Ground, where there's like that broken pipe that you could go into. And now we're back into this area. So many different corridors and pathways that you can cross through on this map. This is such a fantastic map. Like, look at everything. Like, we got the grass over on the side. You got the pathway right here. This is why I want something like a terrain editor in a future Halo game, just to be able to fully, like, imagine you could paint the pathways, the materials of like dirt and then grass, and they blend perfectly together. That's what, I really want to be able to see in future Halo games there. Okay, so we did go that way. I don't think we checked up this upper section right up here. So let's go ahead and go up here and check out this. And yeah, just more, just absolutely beautiful environments. Then just overall, it's like not even just the environments. The overall layout of this entire map is really good, in my opinion. Just has a lot of verticality, tons of different ways that you can pass through. So it's just not like a simple, oh, there's just a couple routes and everyone's going to be bogged down on those routes. Like, no, there's plenty of separate and extra pathways that you can go through to be able to get to your objective on there. So yeah, look at that right up there. That looks awesome. Just overall, just the aesthetics on this map look fantastic. So I think that will be it. I think we walked through the whole thing. I don't think I missed anything, but that will be it. Thank y'all everyone for coming out. If you do want to play on this map, the bookmark link will be in the description down below. This is a seek and deploy map. So, you feel free to play that with your friends. Thank y'all again for coming out. Subscribe here on Forge Hub, and I will see you on the next one. And remember, let's forge a new Halo.